Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video, we are going to talk about 3 points: how to select the virtual environment interpreter from PyCharm, how to create a virtual environment in the project folder from command prompt, and what is the difference between the virtual environment interpreter and system interpreter. But what is a virtual environment and why do we use it? It will create isolated environment for each project, right? So we can keep the dependencies separately for each project. Especially in Python, we used to struggle with a lot of issues with the different Python versions, right? So if you can use a virtual environment for your Python projects, that would make your work easier. So let's familiar with your Python virtual environment concept in this video. First, we will talk about setting the virtual environment from PyCharm IDE, and then I will show you how to create the virtual environment folder in your project folder and how to install all the required packages in one go using a single command from the command prompt. So if you are looking only for the second part of the video, you can skip the first part. I will give you the video timing in the description. I've created a new Python project, its name is Python project 1. Okay, let's select an interpreter for that. For that, you can go to File, Settings, and then you can go to Project Python and Python interpreter. And from here, you can select the Python interpreter which you need and click on that icon and click on this Add button. Here you can see Virtual Environment Interpreter and also System Interpreter. So currently we can see the existing environment selected is one. It is the virtual environment interpreter. You can see the term, right? So it is corresponding to the created project only. If you look at the folder location, so you can see PyCharm project, Python project 1, right? It is corresponding to Python project 1. So it's a virtual environment interpreter. And after that, you can see the folder name venv and scripts Python. And when you say okay, the virtual interpreter would be selected and you can see the default packages which are pip, setup tools and wheel. And let's add a package, an additional package from here, okay, by clicking the plus button. Let me search for Selenium and click on the install package so that the Selenium package should get installed. So the Selenium package is installed, right? All these Selenium packages are installed. You can see Selenium 4.0.0 version. Now what we will do, we will create one more project and we will choose an interpreter for that, and we will see if the Selenium package is available in that particular interpreter or not, right? See, so I have already created one project which is Python project 2, and let's go to the interpreter section, and here we have selected Python project 2, an virtual environment interpreter for Python project 2, right? Since both are independent virtual environment, right? So for Python project 1, we have selected one virtual environment interpreter. For Python project 2, it's a different virtual environment. So the Selenium package which was installed for the first project won't be available here, right? It is a different virtual environment interpreter. So now what we'll do, we will try to install some other package here, okay? Just click on this plus icon and search for a package which is PyTest. PyTest you can use for the test automation framework, right? So we are going to install that particular package for Python project 2. It installed successfully. Now you can see the PyTest packages here, right? Now what we will do, let's confirm it, okay, first. Yeah, we have PyTest. Now what we will do, we'll go to Python project 1 and we'll see if PyTest package is available here. It's not available, right? That means both the project have different, it has its own virtual environment, right? So if we install one package in one particular interpreter or one particular virtual environment, it won't be available for the other one. That's how the virtual environment works, right? Now what we will do, we will select a system interpreter for both, a same system interpreter for both, and let's see what would be the behavior, okay? For that, go to file settings again, and you can go to system interpreter section this time, okay? This is a system interpreter, and here you will be seeing the system interpreter path. So how do you find the system interpreter path? If it is not already selected or if it is not already shown, how do you find it? So you can go to your environment variable section, edit environment variables, and click edit path, and here you will be able to see the Python path. You will be selecting a path while you installing the Python application, right? So you will be able to see that path, and that path you can give it here as a system interpreter by clicking these three dots. You can choose your path. Okay, here it is already been shown, so we can just click OK. And now the system interpreter is selected. See, all other packages are gone. Those packages were installed for that virtual environment interpreter, but this is system interpreter. So all other packages are gone, right? Only we have these default packages, right? Now, if you go to Python project 2, we will choose the same interpreter here. Now, we will choose the system interpreter again. So let's see here. Here it is not showing the system interpreter by default, so we can manually go and explore and select the system interpreter path. Now what we will do, let's go to Python project 1 and let me install one particular package. This time what we can install, let me install a package which is called WebDriver Manager, which we normally use for Selenium automation, right? It's installed successfully for the system interpreter in Python project 1. Now let's go to Python project 2 and let's see if that is available there. So we can guess it should be available, right? Because it's a system interpreter. See, the same packages which were installed for the Python project 1 is available here as well, because we have selected system interpreter for both projects, right? Now let's go to the important part of this video, how to create the virtual environment folder in our project directory by using or from the command prompt. Okay, for that I'm going to the project folder structure and let me open the command prompt from there. Now you can use a particular command in order to create the virtual environment folder. Just type in python -m penv env. Env can give any name for this folder. Okay, I just gave env. Now if you go to this project folder structure, see, you can see the folder created over there, right? The name is env, and inside that you will be able to see some more folders, include lib scripts and all, right? And now let's go to the scripts folder. Here you can see some more files. We want to execute this activate dot, it's a batch file and we want to execute it. If you type in dir from this command prompt, you can see the list of folders that are available in that particular folder, right? And you can see env here as well. Now what we will do, we have to activate this environment. We need to go to that virtual environment, right? So now to activate it, what you can do, just go into that env folder, then go to scripts folder. Then you just run the file activate.bat. This bat file you can run it by just typing activate.bat. Okay. So now once you run this activate.bat, or once you activated this, see, now we are standing in the environment folder, right? You can see the env label on the left hand side of this command prompt, the folder structure, right? So the environment is activated now. Now let's install some packages for this environment. For that we have a different method. You can create a new file, a text file. You can give requirements.txt. Okay. And once that is created, you can give all your requirements in that particular file, whatever you want, whatever you need to install. Whatever the packages you want to install in this particular environment. So I just give one package which is HTML reports, which we normally use for the Selenium automation, right? Okay, now let's go to the command prompt again. So in order to install this package or in order to run this file, what we have to do, we again have to go back to our project folder structure, and then you can type in a command pip install -r requirements.txt. When you enter this command, it will start downloading all the packages whatever you have mentioned in that particular file, requirements.txt file. Okay, so you can see now it has successfully installed this HTML reports package. In order to confirm that, you can go to your file, the interpreter section, file settings, Python interpreter. See, we should be having this HTML reports, right? But you can see the Python interpreter selected here is a different Python interpreter. So we have to choose our virtual environment interpreter, which we just created, right? For that, what you can do, you can click on this gear icon and click on this add, and in the existing environment section you will be able to see that virtual environment interpreter which we just created. You can see the env folder name, right? So just choose that interpreter, then you will be able to see that package which is HTML reports, which we just installed it now, right? Now let's go to the second project, Python project 2, and we will create a different virtual environment from there. Let's go to the project folder and open the command prompt. I'll show you again all the steps. So we can type in python -m env and the folder name, python -m venv and env, right? So the env folder would have created. You can confirm it by just going to cd env and cd scripts. We'll activate.bat, and now we are in the env folder, right? So it is activated. Now we will go back to our folder structure, and let's create one file in our PyCharm requirements.txt file. And before installing the package, let me change the interpreter. Let me point to the correct interpreter, the virtual environment one, which we created. You can go to the virtual environment section. In the existing environment, you should be able to see the virtual environment created for Python project 2, right? And you can click OK. And currently we can see only the default packages. Now let's try to install one new package. You can give any package name over here. Let me give one package which is Selenium Chrome. Now let's install that package by using the command pip install -r requirements.txt. So it should start downloading that package, Selenium Chrome. It will also download the related packages. Okay, there is a warning that we are using pip version alter 1. So if you need, you can update your pip version. Okay. Let's go to the system interpreter, Python interpreter. See, we have the packages all installed in our interpreter for this environment, right? We can see Selenium Chrome package also. So this is how we can set up the virtual environment folder for each project and creating or installing the packages, right? So this is more easier method, right? By creating this requirement.txt file and creating the virtual environment folder from the folder structure. Now you need to make sure one point when you are running your Python scripts, right? So you need to make sure that you are selecting your virtual environment interpreter in the Python interpreter section in the edit configuration, run configuration, right? So what you can do, you can always choose this project default Python interpreter here, and you can run your automation script. Now I'll show you one more feature. Let's say if you have more than one Python version in your system, okay, and you want to point your project to a particular Python version. So in that case, how you can create your virtual environment, I will show you. Let me create a new project for that, Python project 4. Let's go to its project folder. So we have reached the project directory, and you can open your command prompt. So here, instead of simply typing python -m venv, what you can do, you can give your path to this Python file. So if you need any other Python version, you can give that Python version, like wherever it is located. Okay. For example, I have this Python in my user folder. Okay. Currently, I have only a single Python in my system. If you have a different Python version, you can go to that folder location and you can just type in, you can just take the path of that Python version and you can give it here. So I just give the complete path to my Python. So since I have only one Python, I just give that one. If you have a different Python version, you can give path to that Python version here. Okay. Let me repeat the steps. Let's go to the env folder. Here also you can see the activate.bat file, right? And you can activate it by just giving activate.bat by going to that folder. So you can try it yourself. I hope you have liked the concept of Python virtual environment. We will see with some other interesting content in our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you.